You ready? Good afternoon. Welcome everybody to Winners Chevrolet Stadium. My name is Vic Stauffer. I'm the Director of Broadcasting for the Pittsburgh Diamonds. We are here to introduce the newest Pittsburgh Diamond. He may be new to the Diamonds, but he is certainly not new to Northern California baseball. 462 career home runs, 1,407 RBIs, one of only 4 men to be a part of the elite 40-40 club, which is 40 home runs and 40 stolen bases in the very same season. Sometimes when you talk about players that have nicknames like Pele or things like that, and you immediately recognize who they are. Well, in this case, when you think of the word Bash Brothers, you absolutely know that that was this gentleman and Mark McGwire. So we are very, very happy to have him here. He'll be playing the entire season, rest of the season for us here in Pittsburgh, and we welcome to the podium Mr. Jose Canseco.
Great being here. One question at a time.
Jose, I got 2 questions for you before we get to going. Tell us about how it came about that you, and by the way, here is our team owner, Khurram Shah, and he's also available for interviews. Our manager, Aaron Miles, will also be over here in a short time. Aaron is a World Series ring holder. He was on the St. Louis Cardinals in 2006 when they won the World Series. Tell us how it came about that you became a Diamond.
Well, Shaw offered me the multi-million-dollar contract. What is it, 5-year, $300 million, and I couldn't turn that down. I mean, that's the biggest contract in the history of sports. Well, how can you turn that down?
Just barely eclipsing what I get paid for doing the broadcast. So we are the 2 highest paid players on the team. You're age 52. Tell us why you believe that when you come here and play that you'll be able to compete against a bunch of these darn kids.
I don't know what's going to happen. To be honest with you, I played here last year with Shaw, and I found it very interesting. And actually, I'm down here to help develop this league down here at Pittsburgh Diamonds. I know it's a 4-team league, and we want to bring quality baseball down here. Whether I'm going to be playing every day, we'll see if I can stay injury-free. I mean, I'm going to take a shot at it. I still have some excellent bat speed. I actually still use the same bat I used in the major leagues, the 36, 34-ounce bat. And, I just come out here and have a lot of fun. And hopefully, along the way, I can help a lot of these young kids, and I can help develop the league itself.
One more question before we open it up to everybody. I saw you taking batting practice. I saw you over in the bullpen throwing pitches and then doing some stretching and calisthenics on the bases. Tell us about how that went. How'd you feel when you were in the batting cage and down in the mound, and how do you feel physically?
Well, last time I actually took batting practice was actually here, I think last year. And it felt pretty good. My hand speed, I think it's there. Pitching-wise, I throw a knuckleball, so I don't need a lot of velocity for that. I got a decent fastball, changeup, and a pretty good knuckleball. Running-wise, you can forget about that. I mean, you're talking about the 40-40. It should be 40-40-40. I did the 40-40 40 years ago, so it's a very long time. So you won't see me stealing any bases, going from first to third, or maybe doing some aggressive sliding. So the legs, I think, went first, but the hand speed is definitely still there.
Terrific. Everybody, open up for questions. If you want to sit here and have something that's more, one-on-one and intimate with Jose that you can keep for yourselves, now it's wide open. If you want questions, you want to come sit here, here's your man.
I guess, all kidding aside, what brought you back up to California?
Yeah, I was there last year. We're going with Shaw, and we've been communicating a lot about developing baseball here, about bringing quality Major League Baseball out here, and the ballpark players, environment, quality of the actual league. We want to expand. We want to go from a 4-team league, hopefully an 8 or 12-team league. And I think with my experience, my background knowledge, I think we can actually do that here.
So you do the dual role player and coach?
Well, I'm not. Well, yeah, you could say that. Dual role player, coach. I'm good. I'm going to see how baseball is here now. I'm going to see what it really needs, what it lacks. Find out how we actually develop baseball here, and along the way, get some at bats, have a lot of fun, and meet a lot of interesting people.
Yeah.
So I know you've had a very post-career life, very resume. Do you see baseball as getting back to basics for you in any way?
Well, I mean, to me, I love baseball. I've been playing this game professionally since I was 17 years old. So if I do have an addiction, it's baseball. No ifs and buts about it. I've always wanted to continue after my career playing the actual game in any way, shape, or form, coaching or managing, or some way, shape, or form developing the game of baseball. So if I have to start here independent baseball, it'll be great.
Have you done some coaching prior to this?
I did. I was the manager and player of the Yuma Scorpions, I think it was 4 or 5 years ago. So yeah, the coaching part's easy. I mean, at this level, you just let the guys play. You let them have a lot of fun out here. Of course, when they make mistakes, you have to tell them, okay, in this situation, you have to do this and that. But in the independent baseball level, I think, because we do only have a 4-team league here, we're looking forward to, our main goal is to expand here, sure.
There's only 1 month left of the season. What do you foresee your relationship is with the Pittsburgh Diamonds?
Well, I've had a relationship with them. This will be our second year now. So I played last year. We established a relationship even before that. We're now trying to see how far independent baseball has come here to Pittsburgh in this last month. And I think right now it's a very crucial time for them, because I think it's about time for them to either expand, or I don't think a league can sustain themselves with just a 4-team league. So we're looking forward to, when this season's over, sitting down, talking with the city, talking with the individuals who are involved here, and with the Pittsburgh Diamonds, Shaw, the whole combination, and seeing how we can expand this.
So you played for them for how long last?
Was it a week?
Yeah.
2 games? About a week.
games.
6 games.
Why just a week then?
I don't know. Why just a week? What happened?
It's too expensive.
It's too expensive.
Yeah, he still owes me about $80 million on the last contract.
I was going to ask you to share with us how much you paid to do 1 month.
Yeah, I can't share that right now. We have a good relationship. Jose's out here to have a good time. Help our players as well. He's a coaching figure.
You can tell him it's $3 million for the month, and let him know more than what.
So definitely, I can't share that, but I can say that Jose's having fun out here, and both of us are happy.
We could say I'm not out here for the money, let's put it that way.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll talk about that a little bit. So, after all these years, you're still making a living doing what you love. How many people get to do that?
I do. I stay in great physical condition. I'm 52 years old. I travel a lot. I do home run competition, home run derbies, softball, baseball, both speaking engagements, softball tours, the whole combination. So this is actually part of it. For me, even at my age, if I can still continue playing the game at any level, I will definitely try it. I love it. You gotta love the game. You gotta love all this. And
What about it? If I don't like baseball, what should I love about it?
if you don't love baseball, understand baseball, you're not gonna understand what I'm about to tell you. It's my addiction. It's what I've grown up doing. It's what I know. The ballparks, the players, the smells, the visual, hitting a home run, the whole combination. You'll never understand it at my level. Not even close.
Jose hit a home run last year at the age of 51. I think.
Was that the oldest player to hit a home run?
I think he might have been the oldest player in the history of baseball at a professional level to hit a home run. And I think he's going to try to hit a few this year.
Hopefully.
Hopefully. Yeah.
Did you have any connection to Pittsburgh before last year?
It's interesting, because in my career, even minor leagues and major leagues, I've traveled so much. We were kind of looking for that connection, but I don't think so. I think a lot into California. I think the closest was Walnut Creek area. I know I lived down there in the San Ramon, the San Leandro area, but I don't know if I ever came down here to Pittsburgh for an appearance and autograph session.
Do you remember the Mexican food that was catered at the
Yes,
stadium?
absolutely. Remember that?
That came from here.
Exactly. That came from here. And we used to have Mexican food almost, I think, 3 times a week or something down there. So yeah, I remember that. Definitely. Didn't we meet at a strip club?
Long.
No, I'm just kidding. Guys, if you don't have a sense of humor, you
You're
can't
going to
be
get me
around
killed.
me. And most people don't. How did we meet?
A long story, but we were able to connect through a home run derby that Jose was doing, and no, not here. I think it was in Las Vegas, and after that we connected, and here we are. Yep.
Look at the hot women around here. Hey, Blondie, what are you doing here? You have a hot date? You got a date after this? You come to see me? You have any questions for me?
Take it.
You taken? All the good ones are always taken.
Yeah, Yeah, because I need to. Yeah.
Okay.
Why'd the chicken cross the road? You want to know that? No. Okay, we're good. Got everything?
All right. You can take him now, one-on-one.
Okay, it's over now, people.
All right. So
Everybody back
she's gonna
up.
Take you one-on-one
Back
real
up.
quick.
Jose, what I guess what brings you back to it is a professional league, but like you said, it's a small league. Not that many people know about it. Maybe the really die-hard baseball fans know.
It's what you call a development league, to be honest with you. It has to start somewhere. In the last few years, they started small, and the idea is when you're an owner here, to develop the league, grow it. The strength of each league is the more teams the league actually has. So if you look at these successful independent baseball leagues, they're probably 12 to 16 teams. But at one point, they have to start somewhere. So I think the idea is here because I realized that the city's behind the team here. So they support the team. There's a lot of interest between, obviously, several other owners to create and expand this league. And that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to bring the right names to it. We're trying to bring the right exposure to it, whether it be by me playing or me coaching or me managing or me being the president of the league or the president of this team. We want to attach major names and major experience behind it. So hopefully that helps develop this.
What do you love about the game? And I do know something about baseball. I'm not an expert, but I know and I watch it and I enjoy it. What is it that? I mean, I know I read early on your father was hard on you. Maybe it's wrong, but weren't so great until you did well in one of the junior varsity teams, and then
I would say simply it's my addiction. It's what I know. It's what I love. I think I kind of see this as youth for me. I think once you stop being active, once you stop moving, once you stop being, interactive with something, I think that's when you really start growing old. I think that's when you start giving up. So for me, it's staying physically active. It's staying physically entertained in something that I know, baseball. And if I can help out the young players, I teach the art of power hitting. So if I can help them out in the sense of hitting, the psychology of the game, if I can help them out in how to handle certain situations on or off the field, I think that would be part of my job actually.
I know you have a really good sense of humor and attitude about this, but how hard is it to make the adjustment? When you've been part of that, but the epitome of baseball is the World Series. You've been there, you've done that. The cameras are just all over you. And now, you were joking about cameras not being here. How hard is it for that adjustment,
Well, God, I've been making that adjustment already for over 10 years.
Yeah.
So I think you gradually make the adjustment. And since I was out of the game at 37 years old, I'm 52 now. So this isn't my first rodeo in the sense of either playing independent baseball or managing independent baseball. So I think it's a gradual change. And I think in life, you have to gradually adjust, whether it be jobs, whether it be age, physicality, the whole combination. And I think you have to learn how to adapt and adjust, or you're going to have a very hard time.
Have you had a hard time or not?
Of late, no. No, I think at 37 when I was out of the game, yeah, sure. Because you figure, okay, you still can play the game for 4 or 5 more years. Your physicality is pretty strong. But as you get older, I think you tend to accept things. You tend to accept, I can't run like I used to. I have a bad knee. I don't have the same eyesight I used to have. I'm graying. Things change. So, and I don't really think I can even play at the major league level. This is kind of like a lower, let's say, college style level. So we'll see today if I can even play at this level. But at least it's the road and the entertainment, and you set goals to try to do something, and I think that keeps you young. I think once you stop trying, you start getting old really quick.
So you've in some way, shape, or form since retirement as a player been connected to baseball. Everything
Right.
you've done has been connected
Exactly.
to baseball.
More on the independent baseball level because of that book I wrote, Juiced. So it's either baseball, softball, home run competitions, derbies, speaking engagements, teaching the art of power hitting, and that whole combination, yeah.
You sorry you wrote Juice?
You know, it's kind of strange. I regret it because it hurt me and my family greatly. I don't regret it in the sense of because it helped the game straighten itself out. And now the game of baseball is the best game in the world. And I truly believe because of the book, maybe a very, very, very small, minute percentage of players are using PEDs. But, I mean, the game survived. I wrote a book on my life. It was my story. And the players were involved in it. You know, I just talked about it.
It hurt your family, in what way?
Oh, God. Financially, emotionally, death threats. In the beginning, the whole combination. You know, people have changed completely. Now they're thanking me and thanking me for saving the game. In the past, it was, oh, you're a snitch, you're lying, you deserve to be killed and stuff like that. So it was very intense for the first 3 or 4 years.
You still have friends that were part of your major league life, career?
No, everyone kind of turned their back at me before I even wrote the book. When I was blackballed from the game at 37. After the book, of course, no, they can't deal with me at all. No.
So that's why the job, is it fair to say your dream job would have been to coach in the majors?
Yes, I think my dream job would have been to manage in the majors, but I think that's gone. That's right.
And it's not going to happen because of that book.
You know, I doubt it very greatly. I probably have a better chance of winning the lottery than I do managing in the major leagues. So.
Anything I didn't ask you what do you want people to see when they see you out in the field?
You know, I guess a guy just having fun. I love to have fun. And I guess I'm the type of guy that refuses to grow old. I do. I refuse to grow old. I refuse to give in. I refuse not to do anything possible to hold on to youth as long as I can.
Nothing wrong with that. We're talking about that.
Nothing wrong with that. So, nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then when you walk in, you still have the same, I wouldn't say same excitement, but the love has never diminished.
No, the interest in the game in its purity. The game in its purity and its simplicity. No, I don't care for the politics. I don't care for the financing. I don't care for the drama of the game or the way sometimes the fans and media talk about players. When you talk about being on the field and playing the game in a simple form, it's the best game in the world. And that's what I love about it.
Has the fans been as harsh with you as the people that you once thought you were your teammates, your friends, your colleagues?
No, I mean, lately the fans are pretty nice. They're pretty cool. They're fine. Of course, I still see myself as an entertainer, and I'm hoping that that's what I bring to this game at any level. I'm an entertainer, and the thing is about me is that you never know what's going to happen. I might hit a 500-foot home run at 2 years old. So I think the not knowing of what I'm going to do is pretty entertaining.
Are you willing to tell me how much they're paying you to do this?
It's not for the money, believe me. It's more for my relationship with the Pittsburg Diamond and Shaw is more for developing the actual league. I want to get involved with that. In the future, if I could become a team owner here, that's what I'm shooting for, league president. But I want to see, in order for that to happen, in order for this league to be financially viable, it has to expand. And how is it going to expand? You need to bring the right names, the right experience behind it to back it up. You have to. Because most leagues will struggle or fail if that doesn't happen. So my interest would be eventually later on, I would love to be a part owner here. I would love to be the league president. I would love to say that individual developed baseball here. Now it's a 16-team league. That's big time.
You hurt by the treatment by people who connected with the league?
What's that?
Are you hurt by it? Does it bother you? Do you think much about it, or you just moved on?
About what?
There's no one you can even call a friend anymore that was tied to the league, whether it be former.
Oh, I pretty much moved on. You have to. You can't stay in the past. No, I've moved on.
But you run across them, right, because of what you do. Because it's all tied to baseball. You're going to run into
I do run across some of them when I do, let's say, like appearances, like signings or speaking engagements. Yeah, some of those guys are there, basically high and by, and they keep their distance, stuff like that. I'm kind of like the pariah. If they're involved with MLB or playing or active or coaching or want a relationship with MLB, they can't deal with me. No, and I don't blame them. I don't.
I know, because the manager wasn't the manager or the coach, but he's from the majors, but probably not from your era. Because I know there's somebody else from the majors here, right? That's coaching?
Our manager.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's fine. He's great. Yeah. No. I mean, he's another guy that I don't think's been given a chance to coach or manage in affiliate baseball either. So that may be a story there too. But Aaron, he's fine. He's a good guy.
Because I was going to say he's from the majors.
Yeah, no, but
Not-
he's.
Did he
you know,
not come up the same time as you?
I'm a lot older than he is.
Okay.
So
That
yeah,
makes
probably
sense.
different times.
Anything else you want to tell me about Jose Canseco today versus yesterday?
I think you got it all. It's pretty good.
Thank you.
Baseball players, how fast we are.
I know. I'm so easy. I'm so easy. I'm just waiting around. No, not yet. I think it's just
Hey, let's go to quarterback.